Unread inbox messages make me ill.
Tenno are more than just fighters. Prove your intellect by hacking these terminals. A formidable performance. This test is now complete. Another job.
Seven for, 7 against. Cast and recast 7 times. So, it is decided. The fleet has been retrofitted and redeployed to begin at once. New lanes. Trawling for old things. By prophet and void, by the blessed handless founder, we hereby invoke the Deadlock Protocol.
Solaris, be you Sumper, Rail Agent, Crud Diver, or Pit Boss. Hear this. Your comrades, your friends.
Give what you can, Tenno, to help. These offerings are pure.
Sparky! Yes. Byzantine may be in over our heads on this one. Listen up. This deadlock spat is costing Solaris lives. The Corpus founder, some long-dead cove named Parvis Granum, carries a lot of messianic clout. Well, Neff's claiming the old man's got an heir. If true, that heir can, by rights, claim total control of the board. Board schisms and infighting might be the main reason SU survived this long. If the board unifies under one person, one bound by Neth, our people will never see daylight. I need you on this. You in? It's Neth, all right. Patching through.
Like all of you, I was born poor.
With but a meager derivatives portfolio and limited vesting options. I never knew my parents. But, as an orphan, poor, as I said, I found great riches within the tenets of our glorious founder, Parvos Granum.
The corpus became my friend.
They buzzed the band. Keep at it.
What are you doing?
And my humility grew vast. I began to see a certain similarity. I wondered, who am I really? Program. It was an epiphany. it would seem that I am one of the sons of our late, great founder. And, more importantly, his heir. Now I have only to prove it. That
Is where all of you come in.
The brass on this mucker. I have to protect my people from this trust fund lunatic. Do your thing. I'll check in with my whisper network. Let you know what they're saying. Talk soon. The brass!
Good work today. Not only have we decoded the enemy transmissions, we have also disrupted their communications.
Got dirt that isn't safe to shovel out in the...
The syndicates need your help in a...
Quick geology lesson. Phil, copy that. Keep a shiny side up. So, Neff's making a succession play. Sumper thinks he can prove he's a sprog of noble descent. No idea how. Parvus was assassinated before any of us were an itch. Biz?
Look familiar, Outworlder. Warframe, yes, but one of a kind. Protea. Legend says she was built specifically for and assigned to one Parvos Granum. Yes, part of a deal Granum cut with the Orokin themselves. Granum was no amateur, he had real power. Our ear inside says Neff's techs have found a lead on Protea's whereabouts. Protean traces, they're calling them.
Granum, the original taxman. Killed when someone, a board member most likely, sabotaged the void drive of his personal transport. Neff wants gene proof, but there's nothing left to scan.
And yet, so they believe, they found Granum's Warframe bodyguard, who was with Granum when that void drive went critical. So, who is to say what's true?
Our people are vanishing because of this. That's true, I know it. I don't care if Parvus Granum is dead, alive, or making change tap dancing in a Grenier officer's mess. Sparky, you find what Neff's looking for. You'll find out what happened to our people. Get on it.
Protean detectors should be on board. Not sure what they'll look like. See what you can find.
It's, right. It's a great, big hand.
Granum Tribute. Story is, Parvos was missing his left hand. See if you can...
Another engineering blunder? We need confirmation. Reset and get our next volunteer into position.
What was that?
I think it was a void temporal shift. I'm not entirely sure. I've never seen one before. Small, though. Not as big as a person. Patch me into the system. Could do with some noise while I'm eyeballing the bits.
Nathaniel, you are found. Remember the first days of Fortuna. Your failure, our victory. Without the Solaris, your aspirations are nothing. Return our Solaris brothers and sisters, or to nothing. So I swear, you will return.
You and your bleeding heart, Tenem thugs. I really don't have time for this. My robotics, on the other hand, do. Kill crews, take care of this. I have history to make.
Gearing up for something.
Why was that?
No! Biz! What is that thing?
I'm not. Outworlder, hold position. I'm getting something.
He'll pay for this. Volunteers. He's killing our people for some kind of weapons test.
Maybe not. I'm still pulling signal from that jockey's rig.
What kind of signal?
I don't know yet. Outworlder, don't let them cut the signal before I can decode it.
is this? What are we looking at?
The jockey's feed.
Sparky, you better get out of there. Well, we make sense of this.
Another job well executed.
We'll be waiting for you, Outworlder.
To the core
Quick geology lesson.
and my
Copy that. Keep a shiny side up, Sparky. How many kids are going to grow up in the feds because of this? How many parents lost because I couldn't do my job?
Yudi. There's a vent kid a very long time ago who would have hero worshipped the woman she became. You're enough.
If Neff intends to visit that pocket for his proof, he won't risk himself. Not at first. Sparky, you can beat him to it. Biz has figured out how to activate Neff's Granum tributes. You won't believe this.
These tributes are essentially coin-operated. You'll need a Granum crown. You'll have to search the ship.
Neff as the Corpus figurehead, with a united board behind him, will be held for us and workers everywhere. See if you can get across first. Tax whatever proof he's hoping to collect, muck up his plan, and find our people. To cross over, you'll need to find a Granum crown first. Search the area. If you make it across, keep an eye out for our people. They may have survived. I've told more than enough kids their parents aren't coming home.
Crews, the tomb is verified intact. Dispatch the treasurer with my offering. It's time I paid tribute myself.
Alright, here's our chance. Time to tax the taxman.
If only Parvos could have lived to see this day. Imagine his face, beaming with pride, as he bestowed upon me, his son, that sacred golden hand. My surgeons have assured me the procedure will be quick and painless. A pound of old flesh for a glorious new legacy.
I paid top credits to crap in Neff's coffin. Double if he was still alive.
One scan of Parvos Granum, and my lineage shall be proven. None shall deny me. What? Tenno? Again? Not today. As Parvos' heir, it is my offering to make. I am coming, Father. It is I who shall pay tribute. Your Neff is almost home. They must not reach him before we do. Is that
as if the body would still be intact. Something's off. Get to the tribute. Expect some friction.
We've got a lock on you, Outwelder. Good luck.
It has been so long since these old eyes beheld another living thing here in the sanctuary. I am Parvos Granum. Thank you for finding me.
I am the void. You are alive! My faith never wavered.
I live. Treachery seethed within the heart of the faith I had built when the board's assassins overloaded my transport's void drive. Protea, my beautiful Protea, and her gift for manipulating time preserved me. But at the cost of all that she was. Now she is nothing more than a specter of her former self. My beautiful Protea. That is why you have been invited here.
Father, permit me to show you all I have built in your name. Do Nef Onyo that honor.
My name. I have watched you. Monuments to narcissism, demanding others sweat in your stead, gorging upon that which you have not earned. Watched as you claimed for yourself my teachings of self-reliance, perverting them into a flaccid philosophy of sloth, of idleness. Is that you, my son?
No, that must be a different son.
You know nothing, falling short as you do of every ideal that I value. Your words, your efforts, are the model of inadequacy. I called you Nathaniel, but I do not need you. I need them.
Them? Tenno? Father! You're making a mistake. Come now.
Protea has scanned her kin, and with that, she is reinvigorated. Now, my lovely, if you wouldn't mind, show our guests the door.
We've got a lock on you, Outwelder. Good luck. What the hell? Outwelder, I'm pulling sensory feeds from a trip you haven't taken yet. And hearing myself say things I've never said in a place I've never seen. Parvos? Yudi, you should see this. What if Nef has similar logs?
Biz has a handle on the time jump, but we've got bigger problems than Nef now. Get out of there.
Not good enough, am I? Inadequate, am I? You've been watching me, have you? Well, watch as I show you how we do things these days. Crews, repel those specters! We have bigger fish to fry.
Another job well executed.
Vox Solaris. Our
Neff's a bloviating narcissist with the morals of a haunted chainsaw, but at least that makes him predictable. Parvus. That mucker is something else. I don't...
Neff's given us a cipher for an old Granum file. Phantasmic scintilla and motive forces. We'll need more specifics to build whatever this tool is. Looks like a partial find. Let's see if Anyo's cipher works as promised.
Some doors ought to remain closed. Now that's not in my worldview. Fire, fusion, void. Progress always comes entangled with risk, with violence. With the precious sample obtained, development is accelerating. The Entrotti have kept their secrets long enough. I am calling it the Spectre Particle. As my Archimedeans explained, mimicry is in its nature. An echo exposed to precept circuits, we are able to imprint behaviors, like an infant mirroring her surrogate. Only this infant can set the world on fire. Harrisburg think they control us. They hit our research site with a Warframe assault team. Of course they did. I baited them to do it. The whole site lit up. 80 megatherm bloom. The whole lab vaporized. Those Warframes with it. Fire, fusion, void.
Parvos Granum originated Spectre particle theory? Guts. This old coot is a whole other order of intelligence, and that's bad for us. Get back to your ship. I need to figure out this source thing.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Thanks for the fast work, Biz. Sparky, listen up. Biz's findings indicate Parvus might be close to translating himself from that reality into our own. We're not exactly sure how, but we're getting some odd readings. You've got to build the Zorus before Parvus gets free.
A weapon? Glaive class, but with an energy trap. Spectre particles, maybe. Has a mid-flight detonation trigger. Tricky, but I'm sure you'll get the hang of it. Gear up and let's go.
Too late! The tributes are jammed open and the old man's errant inspectors have control of my ship. They're spreading through the fleet. I have no choice. If I can't have my fleet, no one can.
This was not the deal, Anyo. We have yet to rescue our people. Disengage the destruct.
I can't do that. But don't worry, I'm already at a very comfortable, safe distance.
Duty, the fleet's going to blow. And Welder, aboard.
Wait, it's a time prison, right? Sparky, if you can get back inside before the reactor tilts, you'd theoretically have all the time in the world.
desire inspires activity, and my desire to escape.
Biz. I don't think they made it.
Outwelder? Yudi, they're alive! Listen, Neff's whole fleet is overloading. Huge energy spike. We need to take out Protea. Ready that, Zorus. There, our rig jockeys. They're trapped in some kind of energy enclosure. You'll need to charge the Zorus to break it open.
Risk comes from not knowing what you are doing. There's no stopping this without stopping Protea. A bit like eating your own, no?
Here they come. Take out the errants, and use the Zorus to trap the spectre particles that escape. You'll have to time it just right. Full charge. Now, target the enclosure trapping our jockeys. You'll need to trigger your Zorus to discharge near them. Well done, Outwelder. Now bring the rest home. Charge. Now, target the enclosure trapping our jockeys. You'll need to trigger your Zorus to discharge near them. Full charge. Now, target the enclosure trapping our jockeys. You'll need to trigger your Zorus to discharge near them.
By now, your friends have noticed that the overloading void engines are preventing the exits you opened for my captives from closing. Well done, and goodbye. Enjoy your stay.
Outwelder, you've got to get out of there. That's it. The That's it. The cycle's degrading. The cycle's degrading. Sensory feeds, just like last time. So, the Zorus worked. In a battle that never happened. Or did it? I have a headache.
Our people are cooling in, Sparky. They're coming home. Tonight, all Fortuna will be singing a verse in your honor.
Another job well executed.
Solaris, we are reunited. Parents to children. Family.
The system.
If you're looking for Maru's Bazaar, do I have any lead? I knew it. Okay, let's do this. Okay, the Itan treasure's marked on your map. Time to go to work. I stumbled across a Orokin codex that said this tower was known for its beautiful Iatan treasures. Unfortunately for you, it was also known for its deadly security apparatus.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Oh, wow. This looks dangerous. For me. I mean, you're gonna be fine. Promise. I think you found it. Ha! You've got it. Now bring it home.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Hey, welcome to my bazaar.
Tenno from all over the system come here to trade. Need any pointers? Come back anytime, Tenno.
The Grineer are attempting to clear this forest by poisoning the soil. You are here to sabotage their efforts. Start with the toxin mixer. Or void fissures. You need them to open a relic, but are you confident you can withstand their fury? My intel suggests there are rich enemy supply caches in the area, but I am unable to pinpoint their exact location. Search them out if you are willing to shoulder the added risk. Official. Defend yourself and use reactant to open relics. They're dropping reactant. Use it to crack open a relic. The reactant is working on your relic. Find more. Collected enough reactant to open your relic. Remove the biocatalyst from the mixer to halt the Grineer poison's creation. Take care when destroying the biocatalyst cartridge. It is highly explosive. Head to the poison injector now. Set the injector into overdrive to incinerate the toxin. The injector is now in an unstable overdrive. Keep the Grineer away while it melts down. Just destroyed a massive batch of Grineer toxin. Good work. Get to extraction. Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno. The Grineer want to poison the mighty forests of Earth to make more room for themselves. You are here to stop them. Find the toxin mixer. Void Fishers, you need them to open a relic, but are you confident you can withstand their fury? My intel suggests there are rich enemy supply caches in the area, but I am unable to pinpoint their exact location. Search them out if you are willing to shoulder the added risk. You're near a fissure. Corrupted foes are dropping reactant. Use it to crack open a relic. You are going to need more reactant if you want to open that relic. The mixer activates the toxin by combining it with a biocatalyst. Remove the biocatalyst to render the toxin harmless. Take care when destroying the biocatalyst cartridge. It is highly explosive. Head to the poison injector now. The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside. Set the injector into overdrive to incinerate the toxin. We are going to destroy the injector by operating it at a dangerously high velocity. Keep the Grineer at bay until it melts down. Just destroyed a massive batch of Grineer toxin. Good work. Get to extraction. Another job well executed.
Now you might be wondering if I'm holding back on y'all. Dreamers. Coming up next.
How the children admire your good deeds, Tenno. It brings me such joy. Dada.
Couldn't get anyone to take that up. You pay me in red. I pay you in silver.
You choose.
Shola! I like those.
Kanzu is right. The Grineer can never be allowed to live comfortably on the plains. Let's make this place as inhospitable as possible for them. I need you to recover a Grineer drone so that I can access its logs. The drone is nearby. Find it and hack it. That's it. The drone is under our control now. Escort it to the extraction point before the enemy can destroy it. More Grineer inbound. Don't let them harm the drone.
So it goes. I'm sorry, little friend. Sometimes we fail, despite our best efforts.
They're sending another wave to take out the drone. Stay vigilant. I can use the codes in this Grineer drone to sow confusion within the Grineer ranks. This Grineer detachment is running low on material. Let's hasten the process by taking out one of their armored supply vaults.
That is unfortunate, but we should try again.
You're nearing the armored vault. Take out the surrounding guards. One of them is carrying a data mass, and we'll need that to get inside. They dropped the data mass. Grab it. Good. Now insert that data mass into the console. If they destroy the console, we'll never get the vault open. Reaction.
bust, and I'm in peace. Here's your bounty. Was too loud.
Hello. I am Smokefinger. Antiquarian, historian, and now, through a bewildering series of circumstances, an avid geophile. That is to say, I am interested in soil and all the things that may be found in it. Let me show you what I mean. This decision, as you were.
What? Don't recognize me? It's Thursby! Look what Biz and Yuigo put together. Top shelf parts. Not just that, Biz gave me enough spare stock to start my own shop. Legs, pets, and parts. That's my new name, Legs. Don't call me Thursby no more. I've got a new body, new store, new hook, new name. Come back anytime, and Legs will build you a mower just for you. Well, I'm also available for parties. And just like that, they were gone.
Well, well, look at you, a Tenno. Fine, kind, and benign. Ticker can spot an ambidextra a block away. And Stardust, you ain't it. So listen, and listen tight. My real line is debt forgiveness. Charity. You buy some poor rig jockey's debt, and they sidestep brain shelving, every sinner's a winner. Now, I'd appreciate you keeping this little old conversation to yourself. And when I ask you for help, you look me in my baby blues and say, yes. You know where to find me.
Outworlder, you've altered the calculus and the vallus to our favor. Thank you. A pity it took young Thursby's tragedy to motivate Yuigo to take up the mantle of leadership once more. But she is the leader Solaris United needs, and tragedy is the unavoidable cost of progress. I'll make sure Thursby gets up on his new feet. I owe it to him. All right, well, I'll be here.
Quick geology lesson. Thermal fractures are what you get when you pump too much coolant into the ground too fast. Displace them. Get moving. We're short. Bosses are prepping their takings for shipment to Nef's vaults. Locate the facility before the rail tractors can load up and break orbit. Nef's tractor jockeys are waiting for the collection signal. We need to locate the facility and fast. I've got a lead. I've detected a coil drive patrolling a bizarre route. Maybe guarding the vault we're after. Take it down. I'll hack its database. Remember, if I'm going to rip its datamers, we need that coil drive in one piece. There it is. Steady. Steady. Disabled. And the board just lit. Corpus response is en route. Get me access to that data mass quick as you can. Progress. Keep the corpus off this thing just a bit longer. Yeah, this thing's definitely security for Neff's credit vault. Okay, listen up. Sparky, one of my scout teams just reported a lead on the vault we're after, before being cut off by gunfire. Find them. I knew some of these people. Search the bodies. Find any survivors. Damaged. There's something in the buffer. We need to get it decoded before the device fails. Accessing buffer. Analyzing. Password. Hello. Buffer. Accessing final transmissions. Come on, final transmissions. I'm in. Taking a quick look around. Itinerary, patrol log, coordinates, reports, blah, blah, blah. It's what I was afraid of. The corpus family. If they're still alive, the taxmen would have taken any survivors here. Here we are. Find any survivors. Get them out. Here come the taxmen. Thanks, Sparky. Their intel looks like a solid lead on next vault. Vault marked. Taken before the rail tractors can make collection. Every last crate. Gathering site for Corpus resources. Now's the time to hit it. So hit it. Shipments arrived. Grab one. We've got more coming in. Pick them up. Don't let the taxman lay a hand on any of it. That's one for us. Another shipment. Move fast. Got it. We lost a case. Sharpen up, Sparky. Another shipment. Move fast. Case retrieved. Ha! So long, you block-headed scum. This is all going back to the people who owned it, Sparky. They'll be toasting you in the hams tonight.
Used to be, you had a problem, you came to me. Now, track and track, the basis of our conservation efforts. Now, keep your face to the wind. I'll be here when next you return.
The steady blade, in certain hands, extracts a tithe of blood and pain. Yeah.
Orders reminds the operator to take time for themselves. Pressure creates diamonds, yes, but it also creates rubble.
Tenno, you are here to infiltrate data vaults and retrieve highly sensitive enemy information. Look out for increased security measures. The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data. Alarms have been triggered. You need to retrieve that data before the data destruction is complete. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Keep moving. None of the scanners have detected you. You got it. The data is still intact.
We fought with honor.
Attack us, we will counter. You're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data. Data extracted. They won't even know it's gone. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Excellent work. A clean extraction with no alarms. We have everything we came for. Get to extraction. Another job well executed. This embryonic fluid injector has been recalibrated to wreak havoc on Tile Regor's cloning operation. Defend the injector for as long as possible to ensure maximum damage. There are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic. You found a fissure. Look out for reactant. Collect reactant to open the relic. Be aware. Only corrupted enemies will drop it. You are going to need more reactant if you want to open that relic. Well done, Tenno. Your relic is opened. Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle more of the enemy. Keep fighting. Another opportunity to extract will appear soon. That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside. Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting? Very impressive, Tenno. You held them all back. Time to get out of here. The mining equipment is nearby. It must be destroyed to prevent the Grineer from developing energy weapons. The reactant is working on your relic. Find more. You're still in the clear. No detection from enemy sensors. That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Target found. Destroy it. Excellent work. You have managed to thwart potentially dangerous discoveries from being fully realized. For now. Another job well executed. The Grineer are attempting to clear this forest by poisoning the soil. You are here to sabotage their efforts. Start with the toxin mixer. There are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic. My intel suggests there are rich enemy supply caches in the area, but I am unable to pinpoint their exact location. Search them out if you are willing to shoulder the added risk. You found a fissure. Look out for reactant. Corrupted foes are dropping reactant. Use it to crack open a relic. You are going to need more reactant if you want to open that relic. Remove the biocatalyst from the mixer to halt the Grineer poison's creation. Take care when destroying the biocatalyst cartridge. It is highly explosive. Good work. Now get to the injector. These readings. Well done, Tenno. Your relic is opened. It's in the line to fight and kill Tenno. Do not risk fighting it. Set the injector into overdrive to incinerate the toxin. We are going to destroy the injector by operating it at a dangerously high velocity. Keep the Grineer at bay until it melts down. Tenno, listen carefully. We're impacted by abort the mission. Get to extraction as fast as you can.
You the best they have! Unacceptable!
That was the last of the Groove Strike 3. You took a risk, but it paid off. Just destroyed a massive batch of Grineer toxin. Good work. Get to extraction. Even though the mission was aborted, you are all safe. That means we won today.
To all of you drifting out there in the black, mark the frequency.